In today's video, I wanna discuss the new Gamba lootbox tank, the Tier 9 Yong Bing. And the Yong Bing is a Tier 9 premium Chinese heavy tank with, you just saw it, 10 rocket boosters, which are very quick in activation, and they give it a pretty decent speed buff, and they only go for 4 seconds. Why is that interesting on this tank? Well, it allows you to be a lot more flexible with these rocket boosters. You can even see it right now. I'm fairly fast going into the map positions on the highway map. Yes, we are alone here, so we have to keep that in mind. You also just noticed our shot right there. And the other thing is, because it's a double gun, doesn't have a rammer, and it's fairly long with a reload. We are talking around 12 seconds for 440 alpha. And that makes the tank a little bit iffy to play. We are now in the next clip where we are fighting a 430 and we hit him, but you can see he hit us as well. When we just saw that point right there, I believe that the armor is pretty okayish, and yes, it looked like he hit the upper plate, but I'm pretty confident that it was the lower plate, because the upper plate in that angle, he won't be able to penetrate, like his homie in the 257 just didn't do. And speaking of armor, we once again bounced another shot, and I believe you are very interested to see the armor layout of the vehicle right about now. So it's a really good point to have a look at it. Yo. As you can see here with the Yong Bing, we are talking about a pretty decent armor layout. The lower plate is massive, it is very weak, 205mm of effective armor. We are talking now against the IS-3-II, and you can see, yeah, it's not too bad. When we think about the armor, even against premium rounds, it is not too bad. The main thing is you are not allowed to show any angle because you just have 60mm of side armor, and you have this as a weak spot. That happened to me as well. And you have 2 massive cupolas. The good thing is you have 8 degrees of gun depression, so you can basically make the cupolas a little bit smaller, and you can make the armor really strong if the enemy is not shooting any premium rounds. I've just noticed that because of the lower plate being so massively big, it just became very frustrating and rather annoying to sometimes play the tank. It doesn't change the fact that a tank feels balanced in that regard. It was just something which happened fairly regularly, that people were just slamming us through the armor on this vehicle. Speaking of slamming, let's go back to the clip we just had. We get another nice shot into the object 430, and we are able to try and hold our position, even though we are 2 tanks against soon to be 3. And you can see the 257 now decides to be like, wait a second, that's a tier 9 and a tier 8. I'll push in. And you will now notice that the gun can be rather derpy at times. There's also the IS-3-II. We missed a shot there randomly, and luckily for us, he does bounce it, so we don't have that big of a problem with that. And now an Ares comes in, and he has to be the #1 person to kill. Why exactly? Come on, guys. Ares at the moment are absolutely infuriatingly strong at the moment. And you just notice that it always takes so long to try and get this done, right? Because of the fairly slow-ish reload rate on the 440 alpha. Again, 440 alpha is quite a lot more than the 390 of my beloved IS-3-II. And I still believe, if you are an IS-3-II enjoyer, you will enjoy the Yong Bing. They play fairly similar. It's just that the Yong Bing has a weaker turret due to the big cupolas, which I saw previously, but you get higher alpha. And the higher alpha usually is a bit better for the current meta. And yeah, you can see right there that we are able to out-trade the 257. Yes, he is, however, stock, and he also got a pretty decent shot into our cupola beforehand, so he kind of knows where he's going, and we're able to use our short burst turbo to get up into position. And the guy is now just waiting there, not really able to do much anymore. We are just waiting for our reload, and we can pump our damage right now to 3.5k, and there is no point anymore to continue hunting down this LP432. So let's move over to the next clip. Once again, we are driving into position, and we are going to be, you know what, let's try limit testing the Yong Bing. There's not much going on. There is a T10 coming, and there is an EBR. I did try to do the typical, hey, he was going straight, so let's try with the auto aim. Didn't work out. The AP shells are a little bit slow off the, I guess, rail you can call it. And the gun in general, like, the one thing I just noticed about the Yong Bing is it's okay, you know, it's an okay premium. It's just very often felt a little bit bland to play. But we get a little bit of action right there with this T10 just seemingly out of nowhere or no reason pushing over. You also just noticed we need 6 seconds to change the gun. And we don't really want to do that because then we lose out on our reload as well. And the good thing is we do have some backup, so the T10 dies very, very quickly. Yet, now you can see that there is a TBT incoming, and you know this thing has 1000 burst potential. So we try to angle, but there is not much we can do against him. We are still reloading, and whoops, we just lost 1000 hit points, and I decide to do my double shot, almost hitting the even 90. And yeah, you can see right there, lower plate and side of the driver's hatch, which was it right there. Moving forward now, you are probably curious about the double shot on this vehicle. And the thing is, maybe don't peek there when they have an SPHT which is sniping. He penned us with HE, by the way. I don't know where it was, but it was somewhere where it generally hurt. Luckily, we also bounced the XM, so I'm like, you know what, yeah, I guess I shouldn't peek over there. So we are trying to do a snapshot there. It's whatever, it doesn't hit. It's, yeah, it is what it is. Good thing is the Shell 54 now is stuck in position. And as you saw before, the double shot has the issue of it just takes very, very long to get ready. It's 3 seconds. And I genuinely noticed that, how do I say, issue, that it just takes very long to prepare that double shot. Before we go for the Shell 54 though, we try to kill the HORI-2, which is not a big deal. The AP does have enough pen, and now we can focus on the Char Future 4. And you will notice that I'm peeking way too early because I'm simply not... Yeah, you can see how long I'm staying there. Yes, that's the 3 seconds. And now we have 30 seconds of downtime. And it kind of feels like, yes, you have 880 alpha with the double shot. It's just like, though, you're not incentivized to use it. You're genuinely not. Still waiting, and while we are waiting, I guess I can try and finish up this review on this tank. It's an okay tank. You know, it works, it's fun, but it's nothing to say, oh my god, must have. Which is great. Which really is great. And that's okay, because it means that you as a player, you won't, how should I say, miss out on something which is completely insanely strong. Something like the BZ for not wanting to participate in another lootbox Gamba event. In any case, that is the Yong Bing. I tried today something a little bit differently. I wanted to redo the video. I already did a video, which I did it a little bit differently as well. The main problem is I set up my noise gate in such a way that it was completely unusable. So I had to redo it, and so I was like, you know what? Screw that shit. Let's try it again and maybe get another double shot in. Goddamn. There we go. My name is RagingRaptor. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these few clips were able to showcase to you the tank. I hope I see you around on the streams. And with that, see you around. Cheers, guys.